Hello, young adventurers! I'm Captain AHS. Welcome to the wonderful world of time. Today, we're going to learn all about time. What it is, how we calculate it, and why it's so important. Are you ready to tick-tock your way into this adventure?
Mina, isn't this a perfect day for a picnic? The sun is shining, and it feels like time is just flying by.
I know, right? It makes me wonder how we can keep track of time while we enjoy our picnic.
Yeah,
Like, how do we know when it's time to eat, play, or even go home?
I see that clock! It's like a reminder that we should be aware of the time. What if we could learn about how to tell time today?
Hello, Saro&Mina! You sparked a great idea! Today, we're going to explore the wonderful world of time. Let's get started! First, let's understand what time is. Time helps us know when things happen. It tells us when to wake up, eat, play, and sleep. We calculate time using clocks and watches.
Wow! What do all those numbers mean?
Great question, Saro. The numbers on the clock represent the hours. There are 12 hours on a clock. And each hour has 60 minutes. Let's look closely at the parts of the clock. There are 3 hands in a clock: minute hand, hour hand, second hand. The minute hand. This is the big hand, and it tells us the minutes. When the minute hand points to a number, it shows how many minutes have passed. The hour hand. This is the little hand, and it tells us the hours. When the hour hand points to a number, it tells us what hour it is. The second hand. This is the thin, fast-moving hand, which is the second hand. It counts the seconds as it moves around the clock. It helps us calculate time even more precisely.
Wow! So the minute hand and hour hand work together to help us tell the time.
Exactly. Let's practice with some examples. When the minute hand points to 12 and the hour hand points to 2, it's 2 o'clock. When the minute hand points to 12 and the hour hand also points to 12, it's 12 o'clock. When the hour hand points to 9 and the minute hand is on the 6, it means that 30 minutes have passed since the hour. Each number on the clock represents 5 minutes, and there are 6 spaces between 12 and 6.
So, if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 30 minutes!
Exactly! So the time is 9:30. Now, let's talk about AM and PM. AM means the time from midnight to noon. It's when the sun is coming up and we start our day, which we call morning.
So, morning is when I wake up and have breakfast?
That's right! After morning comes afternoon, which is from noon until around 5 or 6 p.m. This is when we have lunch and play.
And then what about evening?
Mina! Evening is from around 5 or 6 p.m. until the sun goes down. It's time for dinner and winding down. Finally, we have night, when it's dark outside and it's time to go to bed.
Thank you, Captain AHS, for this wonderful adventure.
Now, it's the time for quiz. Here's your first question. Look at the clocks below. Let's see if you can identify the time on the clock. Which clock shows the time for a clock? Is it option A or option B? Think about it. That's right. The clock showing 4 o'clock is option A. Great job recognizing the hour. Now, which clock shows the time on a clock? Is it option A or option B? Think about it. Excellent! The clock showing 1 o'clock is option B. You're becoming a time expert. Here's another one. Which clock shows the time 2 o'clock? Is it option A or option B? Think about it. Correct! The clock showing 2 o'clock is option A. You're doing fantastic! Now, which clock shows the time 12 o'clock? Is it option A or option B? Think about it. Well done! The clock showing 12 o'clock is option B. You really know your clocks. For our final question, which clock shows the time 3:30? Is it option A or option B? Think about it. That's right. The clock showing 3:30 is option B. Great work! Congratulations on mastering the concepts of time. Now, get ready for our next adventure, where we'll explore data handling. We'll learn how to collect, sort, and understand different kinds of information. Stay tuned for more exciting challenges.